Happy Tuesday, MSA! This week in art, we will be celebrating the season of fall. Another word for fall is autumn. In cooler climates around our country and around the world, during autumn, the leaves change colors because the sunlight changes and the temperatures change. This changes the colors of the leaves. Leaves don't always change this way in Charleston because it stays hot longer here. To celebrate the beautiful ways that trees change and adapt in autumn, we will be making two art projects. You can choose between a paint tree with changing leaves or a colored pencil tree with changing leaves. For the colored pencil assignment, you can also use crayons. This can be done on any piece of paper or in your sketchbook. Remember, you don't have to follow either of these prompts. You can draw whatever you would like in your sketchbook every week, but you must turn a drawing in. The next video for a tutorial on how to draw this.
Our friends, today's lesson is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to use 4 colored pencils: orange, yellow, blue, and black. Now you can use any brand that you have at home. I'm using Prismacolor brand, and I'll leave links below this video where you can head over to Amazon if you want to purchase the exact brand that I'm using. Now throughout this lesson I'm going to do a lot of fast forwarding, but remember to pause the video to take time to finish the step on your own. Now I'm going to put these off to the side first, and we're going to draw a box right in the middle of our paper. Now this is just to keep the lesson a little bit shorter and to keep the project smaller. But if you want the extra challenge, don't draw a box and fill your entire page. It'll take longer to complete the project, but it will look amazing when you're all finished. So we're going to draw a box about this size. Now I'm going to put the Sharpie off to the side since we don't need it for the rest of the project. Now first we're going to start by using our yellow colored pencil, and I'm just going to go back and forth to make small shapes like this that kind of look like leaves. And I'm also going to change the direction, and I'm going to spread them out on the lower half of this box. Now sometimes I may clump the leaves together like this. We just want it to look natural, and some of the leaves might be spread apart. Now I'm going to fast forward this part, but just a reminder, at the end of fast forwarding, remember to pause the video. You can look at my drawing for inspiration, but take time to finish this step on your own. Don't worry about making your drawing look exactly like mine. It should look different, and you want it to look natural. So some of the leaves can be spread apart, and some of them can be clumped together in little groups. Now we're going to switch to our orange colored pencil, and we're going to repeat the same step, but we're going to add orange leaves. So we're just going to fill in some of the spaces that we left white. We're going to leave the same kind of shape and change the direction. And we're just going to add orange leaves mixed in with the yellow leaves. You can pause the video right now to finish the orange layer. Remember to make it look natural, to clump some of your orange leaves together and also spread some of them out. You can also change the direction of each leaf so that they're pointing differently. Now I'm going to use my black colored pencil to add some branches. And these could just wiggle all through the leaves. You don't have to make these look perfect. And don't try to make them look exactly like mine. That'll be too hard. Just use your creativity and your imagination to make your branches look natural. Some of the branches you can stop and then let them go through the leaves and then pop out in a different area. It looks really cool. It looks like some of the leaves are in front of your branches. Now I'm going to fast forward again, but remember to use your own creativity and draw these branches all through your leaves. remember to make some of your branches thick and some of them really thin. This also makes your tree look more natural by varying the sizes of each of the branches. All right, we did it. We finished drawing our branches, going through all the leaves. It looks super cool. Now we're ready for our last step, and that's to color our sky. So we're going to use our blue colored pencil. We're going to go in, press really hard so that it looks solid. And we're also going to color in between the leaves. So we want to make sure that there's some blue peeking through each of the little spots on our tree. Finished coloring my sky solid blue. I pressed really hard to get that smooth look. I hope your drawings look different than mine. I hope you use your creativity to change them and to make them look even better. I also hope that some of you took the challenge to not draw this box and to fill your entire page. The project's going to take a lot longer, but it's going to turn out amazing, especially if you frame it. I hope you had a lot of fun following along with me, and we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye!
Our next option for an assignment this week involves paint. If you are a first grader or a second grader, you will probably need an adult's help. Watch the video to help you figure out how to complete this assignment.
Do a painting today?
Yes.
What are we going to paint?
A fall tree.
Yeah, we're going to do a really cool fall painting today. It's going to be super awesome of a tree, and it's going to be a lot like our cherry blossoms or spring blossom tree that we did a long time ago, okay?
Okay.
So we got a lot of art supplies, and should we show our art friends what they are?
Yes.
We have...
Straws.
Yes, we have 2 straws, one for each of us. And we have 2...
Paintbrushes.
Yes, and we got a bunch of paint. And we also have some paper. This is special paper. This isn't the usual paper that we use. This is watercolor paper, and it's from Strathmore. We have a whole stack of it. And this we like using when we do paintings because it's thicker than regular printer paper. But if our art friends don't have this, they can just use regular printer paper. It's okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so what colors do we have?
Red, orange, yellow, black.
Yeah, what else do we have in our black? We have some extra stuff in there, huh?
Yes.
Yes, we got some water in there, and that's to thin it out because we're using acrylic paints, and we want to be able to blow the black paint with our straws, and so we add some water so it's a little bit thinner and easier to blow. And we're just using regular acrylic paint from the Fine Touch. I like this brand because it's cheap. For $7 you get this whole thing. So, pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we also have a bunch of water so that we can rinse out our brushes. Yeah, and then we have some paper towels. You ready to start?
Yes.
Okay, let's stop talking. We're going to mix this up. There's a little extra. We're going to mix it with the water. Okay, first step we're going to do is we're going to paint the trunk of our tree. Okay, so a trunk is a lot thicker than the branches. So we want it really runny. And we're going to put a nice thick line right here in the middle. Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to get a little puddle on there.
Little teeny puddle.
Yeah. It's kind of a big puddle. Good. Get some more on there. Get a bunch. Okay, you want to make sure that there's a nice puddle on your paper. And we're going to get our straws and we're going to blow. Watch this.
Whoa.
Is that cool? Go ahead, you try it.
Okay.
Blow really hard. Really super, super hard. Try again.
Okay.
Yeah, really hard. Blow right up there. Yes, that's awesome. Okay, we're gonna keep doing this a little bit more, and it's important to take breaks so that we don't get headaches. Okay, because we're gonna do a lot of blowing.
Okay.
All right, so let's fast forward. Okay. Good job, heads. It looks super awesome. Now, the most important thing we want to do is we want to let it dry right now because when we paint the orange, red, and yellow, we don't want it to mix with the black. So we want to make sure that the branches are all dry before we put paint on top, okay?
Okay.
Okay, heads, our trees are all dry, and what we did to speed it up was we used a, what?
blow dry.
Yeah, we used a blow dryer to speed up the drying so we didn't have to wait, right?
Yeah.
So let's move our black because we're done with that, and we're going to move our yellow back. So now we're going to paint the leaves, and this is super easy. We're just going to use our paintbrushes, get some orange on it, and then we're just going to do dots like that.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
So we're going to go around, and then we'll do one color first, and then we'll rinse out our brushes, and then we'll do the next color. But let's speed this all up, okay?
Okay.
All right, right
Right
now. Okay, heads, we got all of the leaves on the tree, but what happens in the fall? What happens to the leaves? They fall off. Yeah, you're right. So we should make some leaves on the ground. So the next step is we're going to do the same dots that we did up on the tree, but let's do them down on the ground, and we can fill in the whole ground so it's covered with leaves, okay?
Okay.
So do lots of dots.
Like this?
Yes. Heads. That looks awesome. You did such a good job. It looks like a fall explosion, doesn't it? Did you have a lot of fun?
Yeah.
Yes, I did too. That was a blast. Now the important thing is you want to make sure that you let these dry for a good amount of time because the paint is really thick on here, so it's going to take a little extra time for it to dry. Give me 5. Boom. We hope that this art project was a lot of fun for you guys too. We'll see you later, art friends. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, tree.
What? You look like a tree. Maybe I should paint some leaves on you.
I hope you had fun watching our videos and deciding which assignment you're going to complete this week. Always remember, never forget, have fun and have a fabulous fall day.